What's up guys, it's Katelyn Rose. This is like my 10th time trying to just say hello to you guys because this feels really weird. I haven't talked to a camera in so long, and honestly it's because I just have so many thoughts about YouTube and the influencer world in general and beauty gurus. Just so much has been on my mind. It's just been kind of overwhelming, so I just wanted to sit down and just chat with you guys today. I'm gonna be doing my makeup and just hanging out with you guys. We're just gonna go ahead and jump into the video. I didn't even set up my lighting or anything for this video. It's gonna be a really chill video. Makeup YouTube is dead, right? People just aren't watching beauty videos anymore. Even look at the most popular beauty gurus out there. James Charles, Jaclyn Hill, those are all super popular and established YouTube influencers, and even they have started to stray out into different types of videos and different types of content, and I really think that's because beauty videos are just not what it used to be. And the beauty influencer era sort of skyrocketed back then because it was like this big secret that was being revealed. And yes, back then like people would wear makeup, but as soon as the whole beauty guru thing started happening, everybody was learning how to do these full glam looks and like celebrity level glam looks, which back in the day were techniques that were really only used by highly paid professional makeup artists. And now everybody knows how to do their makeup. Like everybody has the basic skill of how to apply their makeup. It's so easy to just hop on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram and follow a makeup tutorial. So it's like, who really needs in-depth makeup tutorials anymore? The focus of the beauty community has really shifted towards reviewing makeup. If there's a makeup product or a skincare product that is maybe on the pricier side or something I'm not really familiar with, I will do a lot of research because like any normal human being that's not an influencer, you have to budget your money, especially with makeup. In reality, those things are luxuries. And when it comes to everyday basic needs, like you really don't need makeup. It's fun, and makeup is like a therapy for me. It's something that helps me relax. It's very grounding for me, and it's obviously a way to express yourself creatively. So there are many positives, but when you take a step back and look at the bigger picture, makeup is not a necessity. I'm just your normal average late 20s mom or woman, and I can't just go out and drop $200 every time a new makeup collection comes out, especially since there's so much makeup being produced right now. It's like everybody and their mom has a makeup palette coming out or a makeup collection. When you don't have the money or you don't have like the free PR being sent to you all the time, it puts you in a really tough spot. For smaller YouTubers like me, it's nearly impossible to keep up with that pace and try to gain any type of footing in the beauty community because the platform is just so big and so oversaturated with beauty content. There is, of course, the puzzle piece in all this where you watch a certain YouTuber for their personality. Now, there's me, who is just a super boring, like average person, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not going to come on camera and be fake and be like, hey guys, what's up, like it's Katelyn, blah blah blah. Like that's just not me, and I'm just not gonna do that. I just want to come on camera and be myself because I want to love myself the way that I am. I just don't feel the need to be something that I'm not when I'm on camera. And I feel like that's what I was trying to do for a really long time. I just felt like if I was going to make it as a YouTuber, I had to have this big like personality. There had to be, something about me that was going to grab people's attention. I just don't think that the internet has to be that way. What I'm trying to say is my life is not super crazy. Like, oh my gosh, look at this crazy thing that happened in my life. Like that just doesn't really happen to me because I live a normal average life and there's nothing wrong with that. YouTube and social media in general doesn't like average. They don't like normal people. And if you are a normal person, like most of us are, they don't want you to like that about yourself. It may not seem that way because the content that's being pushed to us is made to seem like it's so relatable. If you want to make it on social media, they don't want to see normal. They don't want to see boring. So they push the content of people who have these crazy or funny personalities or are extremely beautiful. And then the people who watch social media or create content of their lives that are completely normal. And again, there's nothing wrong with living a normal life. But these people look at social media and wonder why they don't get the likes and the followers and the big audience. It's set up that way to make you feel less of yourself. You know, there's this core group of influencers. Their content gets constantly pushed out, you know, into the social media world without them even really trying. And it's because social media is just set up in a way to make you feel less of yourself, to make you feel like there should be something more about you, like who you are is not enough. And that is just, it's not true. It's not true. First of all, they push this certain core group of people, and they push these celebrities and these unrealistic images in our faces because they want you to feel like your normal life isn't good enough, and it isn't as good as this person who appears to have a perfect life and a perfect body and lots of money. Whoever it is who controls the type of media that we see, these people are not going to push the normal average content because it doesn't match their narrative of what they want people to see and how they want people to feel about themselves. Basically, what I'm saying is that social media is just a big fat lie. If you're living a normal life and you feel like your life is boring sometimes, then you should feel even more blessed. You could always be in a much, much worse situation. And I think a lot of people just forget that, and they just, you know, don't realize how good that they have it because this picture perfect influencer life is being constantly pushed in our faces, making us think that we need more. If you live a life of constantly wanting more and not appreciating what you have in front of you, then all you're asking for is sadness and depression and, you know, anxiety and all of these things that so many of us are dealing with. We're spending all of our time on our phones and consuming so much of this false social media life. Like, what is the phrase? You always want what you can't have. So many people nowadays are dealing with depression and anxiety and wondering, you know, why does my life feel so hard, feel so helpless? But then they turn to social media to try and make themselves feel better when all it's doing is perpetuating the problem, and in most cases actually causing the problem. Social media is completely and totally in control of what the world sees, and they use that power to just control how you feel about yourself and how you feel about the people that you see in the media, and also the way you feel about the people in your life. They use that power to control how you feel about the news. Pretty much everything that you see on social media is being controlled to fit a certain narrative. That narrative really is to just make you feel like you are inferior to the celebrities, the influencers. If you feel inferior to these people, you are more likely to buy certain products that they want to push to you, buy a certain product or a certain service or whatever it is to make yourself feel better about yourself. And then in our minds, we look up to these people on social media and we think that being better is being like them. And I just think that's so, it does not give me a good feeling. feel like this stuff is hard to talk about because it's hard for people to hear. And you know, me, I think about this stuff constantly, especially being in the position I am, trying to make it on social media, but also trying to not fall into the trap of constantly feeling bad for myself or wanting more out of life, because I love my life. And I've opened up a little bit on my channel about my mental health, but I would definitely love to share more if that's something you guys are interested in. I feel like I'm handling it pretty well, and a lot of it has to do with, you know, just coming to the realization of the things that I don't have control of in this world. Yeah, I would love to share more about how I have dealt with my depression and anxiety and how social media really fits into all of that. Back to the makeup. I love makeup. I adore makeup. I love doing makeup on myself. I love doing makeup on other people. I've done a ton of research over the years, from, you know, formulations to color combinations to blending techniques, etc., etc. And I do aspire to do people's makeup professionally. I have actually done a handful of professional makeup jobs where I've done people's wedding makeup, bridal party makeups, I've done just random event makeup. So I do know that makeup is always going to be a part of my life. Doing makeup professionally has definitely just been completely put on hold because people aren't going to events. So I was slowly trying to build that as like a side hustle, a little side career that could potentially grow into something more. But once COVID happened, everything just came to a halt. And yeah, so doing makeup professionally is still something I want to do. I just don't know when that's going to happen, if it's going to happen. As far as makeup on social media goes, I feel like I am just fighting a battle that I'm never going to win. I'm going to be doing a lot of thinking about what I want to do with my channel, if I still want to make, you know, beauty related content, or if I want to move into something different. Okay, my battery is flashing, so I am going to do my eyelashes and lips off camera, and then I will be right back. All right, so as I was saying, I'm slowly learning to just accept that, and I am going to be doing a lot of thinking what direction I want this channel to go, what type of videos and content that I want to make, because the world of YouTube and social media has just completely changed. So it would just be silly of me to stay in this one place on my YouTube channel when I could be growing and doing so much more than what I'm doing now. I've even considered just like completely starting fresh with like a brand new channel. Like that's kind of where I'm at. Like I just want a clean slate. I still want to be on YouTube and to do this because I love it. Like the most successful channels on YouTube have one type of video that they make, and they make the same type of video over and over and over again. I don't necessarily want to do that. I know my channel right now is like completely like all over the place. YouTube just does not push those type of creators. So I don't want to fall into the trap of like just choosing one type of video and that's the only type of video I can ever make, because I think that that's boring. I think that that's a little too restrictive, and it's not you know, creatively fulfilling. My channel as it is now just isn't really making any sense to me, so I can't expect it to make any sense to you guys or to the YouTube algorithm. So I've been thinking a lot about moving away from makeup, but I do have other interests in life that I feel like could potentially make some good content. We are going to be moving out of this apartment in a couple of months. We don't have a set date or anything. We just know that it's kind of in the works. And we have been considering getting a house that would be more of like a fixer-upper. if you will. So yeah, we're looking for a fixer house. Depending on what type of house we end up getting, I am hopefully going to be doing a lot of renovating and, you know, refinishing old furniture pieces and just completely redoing the house the way that we want it. So I have been watching so many videos about like house renovations and furniture renovations and just learning so much about like that world, because I didn't know like anything about renovating a house. I have been learning a lot and kind of like preparing myself for this big move, and I'm really excited about it. Definitely would take a lot of commitment to go through that entire process and be committed to filming and editing it and whatnot. That's just something else that's going on in my life, and I feel like I don't get to share too much of my life with you guys. Recently I've been doing a lot of macrame. There's actually some right up here. I made that. I just started this one today, so I literally just started it, but it's this really pretty, it's got like the macrame rope and this like sparkly pink. Just now learning, so I'm really just kind of practicing and trying to get better at it, but I think it's really fun. It's super relaxing. So I definitely have a crafty side to me. I just feel like my projects never turn out like perfect, but I'm working on it. I'm practicing more and more to try and get to that like professional level of these craft projects, and hopefully eventually maybe sell them on Etsy or something. And all of these fun little craft projects I would definitely be able to use going forward in our new house. And aside from moving and crafting, there's no possible way you guys would know this about me based on my YouTube channel, but I love anything like paranormal or creepy or scary. Like, I love it. I love to watch anything that has to do with the paranormal. I read paranormal or creepy stories on my phone every night before I go to bed. True crime or murder mysteries, anything like that is just like, I love it so much. I have never even considered thinking like that could be the type of content that I would be making on the internet, but it's definitely a true like interest of mine. Like, I love creepy stuff. My favorite show of all time, I've never missed an episode, is Ghost Adventures. Love Ghost Adventures. They are what got me into everything creepy, scary, all of that stuff. So yeah, that's something that you would never know about me. I will say doing like creepy content is like worlds different from doing beauty content, lifestyle content. They are like two completely different worlds. I also love conspiracy theory videos. I watch them like all the time, and it really gets you to just open your mind to how the world works and gets you to question everything. This goes back to the point that I was making about the media, that everything that you know in the world is curated through the media, and we as humans need to make the effort ourselves to think for ourselves and not just consume everything, because most of the time it's either not true or it's put out there to make you feel a certain way that you may not have felt that way if the media didn't present it to you the way that it did. Anyways, I watch that type of like creepy conspiracy type content all the time, and I know that's another avenue that I could take with my channel if I want to make that commitment. It's just completely different from any type of other videos that I've made, so I'm not sure exactly how I feel about that. So I'm just gonna have to do a lot of thinking about how to go forward in this channel and try and be as successful as possible while still making videos about things that make me happy and that will hopefully make you guys happy. All right, I think it's time to wrap up this video, but those have just been my honest thoughts about YouTube and my channel, and I don't know exactly where I'm gonna go from here. People's attention spans are becoming just smaller and smaller, and YouTube has been so like empty lately. It's been making me so sad. So yeah, that's just kind of where I'm at with life and my YouTube channel and everything. So I have done a ton of rambling in this video, but thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it to the end of this video, leave a comment about what video you want me to make next, because this channel is all for you guys. I mean, yes, I love this channel, but I love it because I get to interact with you. You guys are so special to me, and I have so much love for every single one of you that watches my videos. And with that, I will see you all in the next video. Bye.